Okay, I just had to talk that one more thing. No, but on the real, it was a pleasure to have you in the studio with us. Thank you for joining us on the Beat London. I mean, let's get into it. I mean, obviously you're in London right now. You're promoting the new album 40 Everlasting.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that album, man.
Okay, it's 40 Years Everlasting with Chidinma. It's an EP.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just dropped it a week ago.
Yeah.
It's all about everlasting friendship, everlasting love, everlasting, So we came together for the lovers out there.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind Valentine is by the corner.
It's around the corner, exactly. Yeah.
So we're trying to give the fans what they want.
That's what I'm talking
about. So far, they've been eating
it. and you know, it would be criminal if I didn't ask you about your relationship with Chidinma. Like everyone's gonna like die when you ask him. And I'm you know, I have an idea of the kind of response you're gonna give me, but what I'd really like to know is, you know, when are we gonna see the wedding? I saw on social media the other day, shout out to Dotun. Dotun commented and you know, he kind of pretty much put it out there, said, you guys, when are you gonna get married already?
Oh.
Like, is this a relationship or is this a relationship? What is the relationship between you and Chidinma?
Well, the chemistry is real. I think our vibe, our strong vibe, comes from, you know, how deep we feel about music.
Yeah.
And we've been doing music together for quite some time.
Long time now.
And each time we come up with something, people they like it.
Okay.
And we've been building fan base, some fans with that. It's all about music.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's all about music. We have to. But if you,
I knew you were going to give me this kind of response. You're going to go around the corner.
Yeah. When if anything is happening, you guys should know.
We'll know.
Yeah.
You know.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's not going to be like a Simia Adekune Gold. Like, are we going to get? I'm prodding you here. I have to ask you. Do you know what I mean? Is there anything? Do you find her attractive? You know.
Of course, she's a very beautiful, beautiful woman.
Absolutely.
And I respect her a lot. You know, but it's all about the project for now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So that's what's up.
Okay, no problem. So talk to us about 40 Everlasting. Why 40 Everlasting? Oh, by the way, happy birthday. Your birthday was the other day.
Yeah, thank you so
you don't look like a day over 25. I'm surprised that, you know, when I heard you, I said, 30, what?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that, but, you know, once again, the healthy eating comes into play. But talk to us about this album. Like, why call it 40 Everlasting?
Okay, like I said, this 40 everlasting, you know, friendship, long-lasting relationships, you know.
Yeah.
It's more about, you know, true love, like, it stands the test of time.
Okay.
You know, so 40 years is about, like, add 40 years to how old you are right now. And when you say 40 years from now, I'll still be loving you.
Amazing.
So, like, it's that long-lasting friendship.
So what you're saying is after 41 years you can do your thing, or you just no, it's just strange to me that you give it a 40 and not, like, you know, everlasting. Is there any significance behind the number 40?
There is no significance. It's just you know, 40 years is a lot of years. You know, so when you add 40 years to
my year, so it is a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time. So we're just using that to illustrate how long it could be. It could be everlasting. It could go more than you know, so just that.
Okay. I want to sort of take it back to obviously how you came into the scene. So I know you were you did a little bit of gospel when you started out, and obviously you moved into the mainstream. Talk to us about the transition. Like, how are you able to smoothly transition into the mainstream Nigerian music industry?
Okay, I started out from the church. You know, we all do.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like the upbringing, you know, going to the church, seeing the choir, having the vibe, you want to join the choir from there, you start, you know, feeling yourself. And then at some point, I was always coming to the church to disturb everyone, you know, playing the drums. Then my pastor came to me and said, yeah, I have this friend of mine from the States, he just came back, he's looking for young talents.
Oh, wow.
And at that time I was like 12, 13.
Wow.
So he said if I like it, I could go check it out. So he gave me the address. I jumped on it. I went there.
At 13 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
I went there. Everything I wanted was just there.
So I'd assume your parents, your family supported you with that?
They didn't. I had to leave home. Abandon everyone. And we had some ups and downs. But at some point my mom gave up.
Yeah.
You know, so I just promised her that just watch out for the outcome. You know, so from there I was with serving the company. We were playing became professional with them, learning so many instruments, drums, piano, guitars, and how to sing as well. And then after 9 years with them, 9 to 10 years with them, I came out and then went into the streets to play, live music.
Live music, yeah.
Joined different bands. At some point I started visiting the studio, going close to the likes of Mr. Raw.
Wow.
Going close to Mr. Raw, and then he put me on, on his album. I became also a producer because I've gained quite.
Yeah, I read that you also make your own production. You could make beats as well.
So from there, with Mr. Raw, I started thinking, because I do these choruses and then he would put the rap and it goes everywhere.
It goes crazy.
So I'm like, okay, if I can come up with these choruses, I might as well start my own stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's when I now started thinking about becoming an artist. Because I just wanted to become a musician, just play music, teach music as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was a drive for me. So when I got back home, I started working on myself to create my own sound.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, which way do I go? Which way? So because we've been into live music and all that, so I put some work together. Some of the things I used to do live with the bands, I put one or two together and then made an album of it, like about 8 songs.
Yeah.
So I was playing it at the joint where we always perform.
Yeah.
And then people come through and they were like, yeah, I like it. Can you give me a record of it?
Yeah.
I put it together. I was selling it myself.
Wow.
Printed some few copies.
It doesn't surprise me because you're an Enugu man, right? Is that correct?
I was born.
He's born in Enugu.
Yeah, but I'm from Anambra.
Anambra. It doesn't surprise me because, anyone will tell you that, and you know that yourself, of course. Like, Igbo people are one of the most industrial people in Nigeria. So, you telling me that you put everything together, you had a business mind from the jump. Would you say that's something that is just inherent in you? Have you had to? How did you learn the processes and okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to package it and all of that. How did you learn all of that?
You don't know where you're going, so you're just trying to pick pieces and put them together and then hope for the best. But for me, I've always believed that I had something.
Yeah.
Something in me that always tell me that you've got something.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
I was waiting, and so I was waiting for the opportunity to strike.
Yeah.
So it came through, and people started accepting my sound.
Yeah.
So that way, that was it.
We got to talk about NY Baby because that tune there, there was a time. In fact, they still play it up until today. There's not very many songs that last the test of time. I say that with African music. The best thing about African music is that songs, right now we're doing bits. Any club that you go to, whether it's Caribbean clubs or hip hop club, they will still infuse African music in it. But the best thing about NY Baby is that even when they have just a small number of African music to play, maybe they say, okay, we have a small selection today. NY Baby somehow makes it into that. I mean, how proud are you of how huge the song is today? It's still today.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, to make classics, because if you do make classics, then you're gonna stand the test of time.
Absolutely.
And so
when you made it, did you know it was a classic straight away?
I knew my sound was original. I can feel it, and you could travel easily.
Yeah.
And the time I released it, social media was not
exactly.
So
exactly.
Imagine, how it was, and it took time, because at the time I released it and the time it came out, it took time
for it to. Okay, so you're saying if there was social media, that it would have been less of a time for it to really blow.
Right now, you do a song and in 2 days,
24 hours,
you have like 1 million views or thereabouts.
Okay. Congratulations on the 1 million views as well. I saw that on YouTube.
Thank you.
I mean, now it's like you can do that. You can command those kind of numbers.
Yeah.
I want to talk about obviously you coming into the UK now and seeing, like we were talking about, the growth of African music at the moment. Obviously we saw you at One African Music Fest. You haven't done your headline show, a headline show in the UK.
Yeah.
Is that something we can expect from you in the future? Are we going to be seeing Flavour doing a headline show? Because you do have the body of work, you do have the songs, you do have the classics, you do have enough material to do your own headline show. When can we expect a headline show from Flavour?
You're definitely working on that.
Yeah.
It's on the pipeline, so
Yeah.
very soon the fans should watch out. It's coming out.
It sounds like you curved me. It sounds like you've got something planned already, but you don't want to say. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really good. And also, congratulations. I noticed that you've been nominated for 3 Afrimas. Is it 3 Afrima awards? How does that make you feel?
Awesome.
Yeah.
To know that people actually recognize what you're doing,
Yeah.
and they give you thumbs for it, nominate you, then the fans get.
Is that something that's important to you for validation? Like,
I just appreciate it, but I look forward to more. There's more to it, and so it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Flavour in the building with us. It is Come Chop Fridays. We have vibes in right about now. We want to go back into the album that you are promoting right now. 40 Years, Everlasting. How many tracks is on the EP?
It's 5.
5. Talk us through the production. I know you worked with Mastercraft on that one.
Yeah.
Is there a particular reason why you worked with Mastercraft? Did you work with Mastercraft on all the tracks?
It's mixed.
It's mixed, okay.
Yeah, I did Mastercraft, this is Oscar.
Okay.
Yeah, so with Mastercraft it's easy because I vibe with him a lot, and he's also part of my team, and we work together quite a lot.
Okay.
He's very, very talented guy. The songs is like the first one is in Kem, which means mine in Igbo. Still talking about everlasting.
Everlasting, yeah.
Exchanging vows.
I listened to the album. I listened to it. The last 3 days I've been listening to it over and over again, and it's one of them albums that the name matches what you're trying to sell.
Sure.
I listened to it with my wife. We just wanted to vibes and chill. It's that kind of album. When a lot of people, African artists, make music today, they think of straight away club bangers. They think of what will translate into the clubs or into the radio. Is that something that you think of when you make an album, or is that you just go along with the process and just whatever it does? Is that something that you think about?
Yeah, I do think about it. I also try to create like a variety of sounds. Like the Ibon Kem, the Kem track is like kind of slow.
It is,
and
yeah.
The 40 Years, that's the
it has a bit of a
vibe in it.
And the video is absolutely, I said that before, the video 1 million views, I'm not surprised. The video is absolutely dope. And shout out to Chidinma as well. I asked you before, but I really think you guys if you guys get married, please just send my invitation.
Sure.
But like working with her, like it was a really, really good video. Who made the video for you?
TG, the boy director. He came up with the press up idea.
I was gonna say that, man. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, please, you need to show me that before we go.
Okay.
As well, like you were just doing press ups. Like you could have done that with one hand. Like it looked like you could have done those press ups with one hand, my guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The triceps was just bulging out. You know what I mean? So when you make videos now, I know that you've made a lot of videos in the past that it seems like you've made them all in Nigeria. Like you keep it very cultural and you keep it very organic. Is that something that you think about a lot as well? Do you want to keep that identity with your key fans, because we know like your key fans are home based? Is that something that you think about a lot?
Yeah, because when you add culture to your sound, it makes it more original, and I think you tend to have more classic. Go more classic with it. If you add culture, you add identity. That means you have added identity to it.
Absolutely.
Like when you're looking at it, you're looking like, okay, Africa. Africa. And that's what we're trying to project. So it has to be like a variety of sound.
Absolutely. And we were talking about before you came here, we were talking about your sound, and you have a highlife type of sound. We know that highlife kind of originates from Ghana. How do you I feel like, let me ask you actually, where did you get that highlife upbringing? Would you say that came from the church as well, that kind of sound, or is that something that you just liked growing up? Did you have any influences growing up that you looked up to for you to be doing highlife?
Yeah, when I joined the company, when they took me in, we played a lot of highlife, and my boss at that time happened to be the lead guitarist of a late musician, Rex Lawson.
Oh, wow.
So he played all the lead guitars in the songs, and that was pure highlife.
Wow.
So out of every song, every sound that we played that time, it was the highlife that really captivated my mind. So when I wanted to come out, I knew I could do so many things. Like I knew I could do R&B, I knew I could do a little pop and blues. Because we play so many sounds. So I was thinking, what do I come out with? What's gonna be my identity?
Yeah.
Because you gotta have one.
You have to.
I don't want to mix in. I don't want to join everybody. I want to create like carve an inch for myself. So I'm thinking.
No follow fashion.
Yeah, no follow. So I'm thinking, what can I bring to the table? How is it gonna be when you hear this sound? Yeah, that's Flavour.
Yeah.
You know, because that's about it.
Yeah.
You might play so many sounds and then the people love the song, but some people gonna play more sounds.
Exactly, and you don't want to sound like everyone else as well. Exactly.
Yeah. So, and then I started thinking about it. How do I take this highlife, like you said, from Ghana, West African country? They play it a lot. So how do I like bring it up to speed?
Yeah.
You know. So when I was making that sound, my baby, I was thinking, yeah, this is pure highlife. Now how do I bring it up to speed?
Absolutely.
To this new generation.
Yeah.
So
you're able to translate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's almost like you have a product and you're looking at your audience, you're thinking, how am I going to convert this into this?
Yeah. So
okay.
it was that was the vibe. That was the thing that to do it is going to be very difficult. So I started thinking, which beat do I put to it? Which groove do I put to it? You know, that can make it go viral. That can make people like Caribbeans and all that vibe to it.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's that business brain. That's that Igbo brain. The Igbo man would think, look, this thing is business. How I go take? You know that's smart. I like that. I like that very much.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that, and then it started coming.
Yeah.
You know, it started coming, and then I started putting one or two things together, the beats together, the sound, and then of course my physique, you know, and then the dance moves, you know, a little bit.
Please, I'm gonna ban. I've told my wife I'm banned her for watching the videos. I've told her no more Flavour videos, please, because the way she stares at the TV is not the way she stares at me when I'm on TV. But talking about you know, you dancing and your stage presence. Like I said, I've seen you on stage. I feel like, as far as stage presence is concerned, like you're probably one of the top 5 African artists that I know that when you get on stage, that you know how to entertain and engage your audience. I mean, are there steps that you take before you go on stage, before you have a performance? What are the things that you do? Do you have any rituals, anything that you do? When I say rituals, I don't mean...
I know.
People will say, I'm calling...
I know.
But are there any things that you do as far as like prepare yourself before you go into audience? Because like I said, I've seen so many African artists, but you're one of the people that, you know, when you get on stage, like top 5, like you kill it each and every time. So what is it that you do to prepare yourself?
Yeah, you know, to be good on stage, you just can't start overnight.
Yeah.
You have to start from it's a process. You know, way back. Like some artists, they came out from the studio, like they're so good when they go into that little room. Yeah. They do their thing and that's it. Then when they come on stage, you're looking at it.
Hundreds and thousands of people.
You know, he's not the artist will not be like transmitting that same energy. You know, but when you start well, when you have a good foundation.
What would like I said, your journey is one that you've come over 10 years in the music industry. Like you've killed Africa like inside out. What would you tell an artist who's trying to come up now out of Africa, who's, you know, because we get emails every day at the station, someone saying, you help me play my music, and they just think playing your music and that's it. Like, if I play your music, you're going to be successful automatically. What would you advise an artist who's up and coming, who's trying to be as successful as you've managed to be?
Yeah, one thing is because a lot of people say hard work. You obviously have to work hard. But the thing is, you have to be patient.
Absolutely.
That's one thing, because when you're patient, you can learn. Yeah. So that when you get to the big stage, you ride on from there.
Absolutely.
You know, if you're not patient enough, you rush yourself.
Yeah.
You want to be played everywhere. You want to do this. You want to do that. You want all that stardom thing around you. You know, it's not gonna help you to concentrate on your craft. Okay. To know what needs to be done. The first things that needs to be done, you know, for you to get to the next stage
level
and next level.
Yeah.
So it's always very difficult for these young coming artists. So the thing is, if you are patient enough, work on your sound, so you'll be known for something. Don't just sing. Yeah. Because you can make a good song. Okay, it's fine. So what next? Yeah. You know. So
and like you said, like you were able to. You knew your audience and you had the product. You were able to translate that into a finished product. I feel like a lot of artists should think about that as well. Think about what is the product? What am I good at?
Yeah.
What's the audience? How am I going to translate that?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's, that's a good one. Obviously, the UK at the moment is we're a big scene out here. We're doing our bits. Everyone in Nigeria, Ghana, Africa, they feel like they have to come here first to do their thing. So obviously, you've been here for a while. I'm sure you've been here quite a few times as well. But in the UK at the moment, who do you think that is really doing bits as far as UK Nigerian artists? I know you probably heard of Sonar, you've heard of Nizzy, you've heard of some of the UK guys that are doing bits.
Yeah.
What ones have you heard, and what ones have you seen and thought, they're doing bits? What would you say to them as far as encouraging them to keep going?
I think the guys, they are doing very well at the moment, because it's very difficult. Like, you're looking at, I'm here, I'm from the UK, so how do I, because looking at all the artists making it from Nigeria,
exactly,
where there's no even much opportunities, but you're here and you have like at least.
But the disadvantage is that people do say, like, if you're making African music in the UK, it's so important to go back home and engage with your target audience.
You have to,
you
have to, because you need a lot of energy from Africa.
Yeah,
you can't get all that here, so you need to go home, do one or two things, come back here too, but always visit home so you can get the real vibe. But trust me, I think they're getting it.
They're getting it.
Yeah.
If you had to collaborate with anyone in the UK right now, and I'm not even talking Niger artists, just any UK artist at the moment, who has struck your, like you said, that guy.
I feel Stormzy.
Stormzy.
Yeah.
That would be a good collaboration.
I feel him.
Yeah.
The latest track with Burna Boy
and Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. It's actually very nice. And I got to know about it because we've been #1 trending for like 6 days. And then here comes the guy, so I was like, okay, let me
see who's this guy that's coming.
So I heard the song, Burna on it, but the guy, I've been a fan of him. I saw some of his shows that big. So I like the guy.
And I should have worded that different. So you said Stormzy, so. And how about female artists? Because you're good at collaborating with women. Like, you're good with collaborating.
Let me finish with Chidinma.
Okay, so we've heard it. You heard it here first. There will be a headline show. I know you don't want to say too much about it.
Yeah.
But, we anticipate that.
Most definitely.
We anticipate that.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the over 1 million. You did 1 million views in how many days?
In 2 days.
In 2 days?
Yeah.
Did that surprise you? Like, that's 1 million views in 2 days is mad.
Yeah.
I've
had 1 million in a day.
Wow.
Yeah, the time to party with Diamond. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Like, we put out something that's a project, and then it's doing so well.
That's amazing.
It motivates you. You want to do more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love the energy.
Okay, and finally, some of the producers in the UK as well. Jules, we've got quite a few producers as well doing their thing.
Yeah.
Is there any producers that you potentially might be working with in the future?
Jules is good. It's good, but I'm still looking at some other ones.
Yeah.
Quite like great guys over here.
Yeah.
I would love to work with so many of them.
No. Okay, thank you. So you heard it here. 40 Years Everlasting is out now. Make sure you download that, stream that on all platforms. Mastercraft is one of the producers. I should just keep the same Mastercraft. There's no other producers on the body of work. It's out now on all platforms. Shout out to Chidinma. Will Chidinma be coming to London anytime soon?
Yeah, she will.
Most
definitely. She's in the US at the moment.
So you know where she is at all times, right?
Before Uncle.
Okay, now thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. It is the man in Flavour Unwambia.
Nabania.
My Igbo is awful. I know it's my surname and my is horrible. But now, thank you so much for joining us. Flavour, big.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.